Oh boy, here we go. As Joe is trying to come up with a catchy lead paragraph, not a typo, Joe is actually giggling. The following is so wild. Now Joe doesn't think much of mock drafts. We've been over this time and time again over the years. But this mock draft was so out there, Joe had to link to it. And it comes from the same crowd that tried hoodwink people into believing tight end O.J. Howard was the worst rookie in the NFL 2 years ago. Yes, Joe's good friends. He is talking about the notorious PFF tribe. Now this crowd got Joe's attention with who they expect the Bucs to draft. And, intelligently, the PFF tribe believes the Bucs will draft an edge rusher, and his name is Montez Sweat of Mississippi State. So far, so good, right? Well yeah, Joe thinks that guess is just about perfect. But get a load of this, the PFF tribe believes the Bucs will get a steal with Sweat. Why? Because the PFF tribe predicts the Bucs will draft Sweat with the 39th pick in the draft, in the second round. Joe just cannot fathom Sweat falling that badly short of him going full-blown Laramie Tunsil and getting busted for using a bong mask on draft night. If the Bucs somehow get Sweat in the second round, that's the steal of the century. So who does the PFF tribe believe the Bucs will pick at no. 5. No, not an inside linebacker, they aren't that demented, but instead an offensive tackle, this Jonah Williams at Alabama. That seems rather high for Williams, but it also shows that the PFF tribe has their heads stuck in a spreadsheet and they're ignoring or are willfully ignorant of a few facts. Joe's guessing they still despise Donovan Smith so much they are simply blind to anything outside of the Bucs running him out of town. Months before Bucco Bruce Arians was announced as Bucs coach, Arians did a sit-down with Barstool Sports where he noted that if you draft an offensive lineman, you are developing him for the next coach. That also may explain why the Bucs re-upped their 2 starting tackles. The Bucs, in salary cap hell, surely aren't going to pay DeMar Dotson or Smith handsomely to ride the pine. Arians has stated for the record he is not interested in rebuilding. That sure doesn't smell like a coach that wants to reach for a tackle at no. 5. Now the PFF tribe mentioned how Williams could play guard. Still, number 5 for a guard not named Quentin Nelson is pretty rich. Look, if these crackpots really believe Sweat will slip to the Bucs in the second round, sometimes Joe honestly cannot swallow that these masqueraders actually believe what they tout. Joe will be the first to give them probes. That just seems like a whole bunch of sorcery has to happen for the Bucs to pull that off.